How are you people? How's everyone? Today's Friday. So happy to be here and happy because it's Friday. So probably I can rest a little bit tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be good if I can help tomorrow. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, today is our live number 16. It's flying. I can't believe it. And I hope everyone is okay. Some of you know me. My name is Orlando. Nice to meet you. And thank you for being with us tonight. Yeah, tonight we have a very good subject because I've been through that. And we're going to talk about injuries. If you have any injuries, it's difficult sometimes because it hinders your training and it doesn't help you, and you get a little bit unhappy because you sometimes you need a long layoff from training, and especially us being in the 50s, we need training. We cannot be away from the gym, from lifting weights. We'll all need to lift weights. Doesn't matter what age you are right now, but I'm talking to you who are in the 50s and above. I'm 58, so I know how important it is for me to lift weights. When I say lift weights, I'm not talking about massive weights. It's just it sounds a bit like you lifting huge weights. No, it's just like exercise for your body to make you feel good, and to take you to well into the future. Take your life a little bit longer, which is important. Right? Health is important here. Yeah. Before anything, we're gonna go through like if any of you has had like a knee operation, or the second I want to be talking about hips problems, or even hips operation. I've had a client before. She had a hip replacement, and when she came to me, she was already with a problem. But the idea was to give her some exercises just before operation, and then she came back, and we recovered her. And then the third one you're going to be talking is like posture. You look at many people, they don't have like good posture because they walk like that. Yeah. So this is sometimes because of your office. You just behind the computer for a very long day and 5 days a week, and sometimes at home. So it doesn't help your posture. And then the last one is like if any of you has had like a shoulders operations or anything like that. So we here today to advise on some exercises for these injuries. So before anything, I just like to talk about mine, which bothered me for quite a while, because I feel me like to bend was my hips. And I couldn't bend properly to help my clients to pick weights off the ground, and I saw a professional to an osteo, helped me a lot. But the thing is, because of my profession, I was standing for the whole day, waking up too early and finish it too late. I was wake up at 10 past 5 in the morning, and finishing at 8, half 8 sometimes. So that didn't help my injury because I didn't rest enough. I started to feel better when we had the first lockdown, because I completely rested. I slept more, and I was more like a sitting than standing for the whole day. And then after like I kept training, yeah, doing elastic bands at home, as I'm still doing now. And I felt my hips were getting better. I said, wow, what's going on? And I started running just to test it out. and I mean, I felt okay running. You know, that was a kind of test, and I felt okay. So at the end of the day, was one of my muscles that was in the hips contracting, and always keeping contracted. And because was like, maybe it was tired of me like standing all day. I wasn't listening to my body. It's because of my job. You know, you have to deliver, you have to do it, you have to work, and mainly because of the min hours I've been doing. That's the thing. I think I don't feel like doing all those long hours anymore, because it doesn't help my body, everything. So basically, that was my problem, the hips. And I'm all completely sorted now. I'm so happy because I can bend, I can do exercise. I love it, like deadlifts, squats, and exercise. I had to stop doing for a while, so I wasn't happy. But anyway, you had to go through that and fix the injuries and come back stronger. Now I feel okay. Thank you, God. Okay, the first one that we're gonna be talking about is if you have had a knee operation or problems in the knee. You got lots of people with knee operation coming to the gym, yeah, and they do the recovery there because you've got like good machines to do the job. But what you have to think here is you have to be careful when recovering, because you can, you know, you've after the op, you lost their mobility. So basically, one of the first things you have to do is the stretches. Yeah, they are painful, but you have to do stretches. Yeah, because you have to try to elongate that again. Because what happens is, yeah, joints and muscle, they get shortened, and then you have to do stretches to elongate, to try to take where they were before. Will take some time, but they will get there, because it's possible to recover nowadays. You know what I mean? You're not talking about like 20, 30 years ago. And nowadays the techniques are better. If you talk about here your knee, after you your doctor says, oh, you all clear and you can do the weights. When you say weights not heavy, you can do the machines to help you. One machine is good and will help you. You've got the first one here, leg press. Leg press machine is a very good machine. But again, you have to you have to bear in mind it has to be really light, and you have to test it out to see how you're gonna feel. Yeah. So basically, you do like without weights, because all the whole structure of this machine, there is some weight. Yeah. I think my machine the gym is like without weights, it's like a 46 kilograms. It's not, it's got a padding, you push, it's okay. But you know, that kind of mobility, you'll be a lot reduced. So you won't be doing as you used to do it. Yeah, bring the legs down here and you push back up. So you have to feel, and you have to listen to your body if you're feeling any pain. Any signs of pain, you have to stop straight away. But of course, you have a little discomfort there. But you know, as long as you feeling I can do it, you go ahead. So this machine works your entire whole leg, your quads, yeah, your hamstrings, yeah, and your gluteus, as well your knee, because the idea is to strengthen the quads. Because once you have an operation, you the muscle mass will reduce, and you have to bring that back. How do you bring that back? Doing weights. Yeah, because you just had an operation, you have to be careful with that. So this is a good machine to do it. And another one you can do is leg extension. It's like the chair. Yeah, probably you know where we're talking about it. You must have seen a leg extension before. So you sit and you lift your lower leg. So you have to lift. So you have to use both legs, even the good one, to help with the bad one. So you lift and slowly down. So really light weights, and go for like a 10 reps, whatever you can do it. So always after you've done those exercises, you have to stretch again, okay? Another one I find useful is, I don't know if you have seen this one in the gym, but I can see someone there on the chat who knows what I'm talking about. It's called like boso. Boso is like a half moon. Imagine like a bowl cut into half. Yeah, you've got a bowl cut into half, and that's made of kind of plastic, and air is pumped inside. So the bottom is flat, totally flat, and you stand on it. Okay, so you stand with both legs there. Yeah, you stand on it. Because your balance is not that good because of the new operation, you need a stick. Yeah, so you hold to this stick, and then you stand on it, and it just like a move a little bit. And if you that helps your balance, of course, does your core and does your leg, because you need the muscles. You have to wake those muscles again. Yeah, they are kind of sleeping a little bit, so you have to wake them up a little bit. So doing that movement, we wake them up. Yeah. So again, how long should I go for? You have to feel because not long, do like a minute and a half, rest again, do like a 3 sets or 4 sets. It's an easy exercise to do it. It's not difficult because you're gonna be standing on it. It's like an inflated half moon, and you hold to a stick and you move about. Okay, so that's another one. I've got here another exercise you can do it is lunges. Yeah, you can do lunges on the floor or on these boso I've just spoken of. On the floor, you're gonna feel safer because it's the floor. Yeah, so basically, if you don't know, you step one leg. Let's say you're gonna use the knee with the problem there. So you step that up front, step forward, and then you try bend the back leg, also the front leg. I know you won't be able to bend as you used to, but the idea is like to feel a little bit the movement. And then, so because you require balance, you need a stick. Hold to the stick and go down and up and see how you feel. Always, my advice is listen to your body. If you cannot do it, don't do it, because it requires a lot of balance, although you have a stick to hold on to it. But this is a good exercise because you work in your quads, yeah? And then you do like 5, 10 reps. This is that's how you build up the exercise, yeah? Another one you can do is your body weight, squats. If you know how to do squats, yeah? You know what I'm talking about. So you're doing squats works your quads, yeah, your quadriceps, you see quads, yeah, your hamstrings. Hamstring is at the back of your upper leg. Your gluteus, you've got 3 layers of inside of your hips. You've got your gluteus, yeah, and all the muscles there, yeah, all surround. So this is a very good exercise. So as long as you know how to do proper squats, because if you don't know how to do squats, you're gonna do more damage to your knee, because if you're squatting and pushing the knees forward and passing your toes, it's a problem. So you need someone with you. If you're not sure how to do it, you need a professional to tell you this is the right technique. Okay, suppose you know how to do squats. Your balance is not great because it just had an operation. Hold on to a stick, yeah, in front of you, yeah, like that. Yeah, you can see my face. Yeah, hold on and squat. And again, squat and up, squat and up. Can be boring, yeah, it is. When you and painful sometimes when you're recovering for an operation. But if you're not be totally recovered, you have to do this. Yeah. Another one, if you want to do, if you don't have a stick, but you have a elastic bands, what do? You attach this under the door, hold on to the handles, yeah, and that controls much better your balance. So you know how much you can squat, you know how much you can, like when you're squatting, think about there is a chair behind you, like this one here, yeah. So try to memorize, try to visualize what I'm saying. You're gonna sit on a chair. That's how you do squats. So when you, so what are you doing here? This is you see. This is my knee. You bend the lower leg. Yeah, you bend the lower leg. Yeah, So you cannot go forward when you're sitting. It is as if like you sit on a chair, the same movement, yeah? Because when you sit on a chair, you're not going forward, you're sitting back. That's the idea. So holding to this last bend, you can squat a little bit and up. See how much you can go up and down, okay? Very good. Let me just drink some water. Excellent. So just to finish this off, once you've done it, do the stretches. Stretches are good for you. You have to do the stretches. Okay. Another one. Let's talk about the one I've had my problem. Hips problems. Yeah. So as you know, lots of people have hips problems, and some they go on for a long time and they never recover. Sometimes because they say, "Oh, they just give up. I cannot fix that anymore." But it still can fix. Some people like mine took like a close to 1 year because of my job. I think I cannot say like a I should say lockdown helped me a lot in this to fix my hips. If it wasn't for the lockdown, I don't know, because I would still like be working and with my hips like going like that. So now you know you need a lot of resting. So again, if you want to fix your hips, it depends how much painful that is. If it is not that painful, then you can start doing exercise. So if you feel your hips are painful, it's better if you see a professional, to massage your hips until you feel you can bend a little bit. You can bend forward from the hips. So you have to be careful with the movements and exercise. So when you are all clear, and then you come and do, and then you rebuild the strength there. So what exercise would I give to you if you have a problem? Because there's a very good exercise, or some good exercise are good to strengthen up your hip. One is deadlifts, yeah, because they work all your hips. They work your hamstrings, they work your core, they work your grip because you're holding something, they work your forearm. So it's a very good compound exercise. This exercise can never ever be out of your training because it's a massive compound exercise. And I know someone who is watching my live now. He loves Ivan. He loves deadlift, and he lifts heavy, and he's in my club. I'm not telling the people your age, but the only thing I can say, I'm older than you. Okay. So supposing you just so you're okay to do the exercise for the hips, but light. What you can do, I will give you only a barbell of 15 kg, Olympic barbell, or a 20 kg barbell. And then you perform the movement of this deadlift, which is very good. So you're gonna feel you have to listen to your body again. If you're okay, you do the reps, 10, 12, 15 reps. But if the barbell is too heavy for you still, and you're feeling a little discomfort in that, you can get like a little dumbbells, yeah, hold the dumbbells, yeah, just on the sides, and do the movement. That's okay. You can like hold a dumbbell 4 kilograms, 6 kilograms, or 8 kilograms, as long as you feel comfortable, yeah. Or you can hold a very small barbell of 10 kg, very light one, yeah, and then you do the movement, and I'm sure you're working your hips, yeah. So how many sets? Probably three sets is the most, because you cannot be too eager. You have to take it easy with the movement. Okay, the next one I do would be like a single leg deadlift. It is the same movement, but as the name says, single. It's a single leg. One is on the floor, another one is off the floor. Why? Because you are isolating one side, yeah? So that's what you have to do. So you do, if you're able to do it, and if your hips allow you to do it, go for it. Again, like your balance, you be limited So what you have to do is hold on to a stick and do the movement. Okay, so once you can feel you can do without a stick, you do without a stick, and then you throughout the time you increase with a weight. So the trainer will give you a little weight to see how you behave with the movement. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit like challenging because it forces you to go out of balance, but then you have to use a lot of your core. Yeah, the muscle stabilizers there. Very good. Another one I say is good mornings, not good evening, but it's good mornings, that the name. Good mornings is it's an exercise similar to deadlifts, but the thing is, when you do this movement, you slightly, you bend your knee and lock it up, just lock it, yeah. And then you hinge forward from the hips with a nice back, with a straight back. Supposing this is my hips, my back, and you do this, yeah? Not doing like this, not going with your back like that, bending. So you just here your hips, you bend and back, yeah? So, and your legs, you slightly bend and lock it, because when you lean forward from the hips, your legs cannot keep like bending, yeah? If you do that, you take the stress a little bit off your hips, yeah? You don't want that. You want to get the stress right there in the hips, okay? So good mornings, how you can put a barbell right on your traps here across, but then if you don't feel comfy, probably if you kind of recovering, it's best if you just hold, you can hold a barbell or dumbbells and do the movements, yeah? But then if you're okay with that, you can put a barbell and lean forward, yeah? Very good. Another one you can you also use elastic ends to do this, yeah? Sorry, I was gonna say that was my mistake. The next one you to be like a squats. I was just looking the one above. Squats, they are good for that, as well as deadlifts are just deadlifts and good mornings. So squats, again, squats you can do with a barbell if everything's okay for you to hold a barbell and you squat, or you just can hold on like a weight like that, and you do an exercise called like a goblet squats, yeah? So you hold the weights like this, just against your chest, back straight, and you try to squat, yeah? That's it. That's all you have to do it. Again, I know you won't be able to go all the way down. Your hips might not allow you, but as long as you sit back a little bit and back up again, sit back a little bit, you know, that's enough for you. Well, okay, we're getting there. The next one is my drink. Okay, the next one I'd say is a very good exercise called bridges. How do you do bridges? Just lie down on your back, yeah, on the floor. You bend your knees to like 45 degrees, yeah, feet on the ground. And then what you have to do, you have to lift your bum off the ground, your hips off the ground, all the way up, and squeeze the glutes. And down slowly. Up and squeeze. It's a good exercise to do. It's called like bridges. You can have a variation more ahead when your hips are a lot better. You can just lift your hips off the ground with just one leg, and then you're gonna feel really your hamstrings. One leg is straight off the ground, another one bent, and you lift. So you have to lift the whole body, yeah, on that leg. Another variation you can do is you can put like a sandbag on your belly, yeah, a light one, 10K, 5K, whatever you have there, and then you lift and down, lift and down. Okay, so I think that's enough to stress the muscles there. That's gonna help immensely your hips. if you ask me how long will you take me to be okay, can be like a month and a half, 2 months, or a bit longer. It depends how many times you do it. If you just do once a week, but I'd say like at least like twice, 3 times a week, it would be okay. It takes some time. It's not like you have to be patient for injuries. You have to be patient. Okay. Another one is you're going to be talking about posture. What exercise you can do to get a better posture. I'd say the first one, you have to do shoulders. Because what happens is your shoulders, they are pushed forward a little bit, and what you want to do, you want to push your shoulders back. So that position. So shoulder presses. As long as everything's okay there, you can do shoulder presses. Why? Because you're working those traps there. You work your traps, and the second muscle you're working triceps. So shoulder presses, very good exercise to do it. Another one you can do it is we call like a lat raises or lateral raises. So it's you're holding the weights just at the front of your legs and go all the way up and down. So this movement is important to know what's happening here. When you go up here, you're not working straight away shoulders. You're working your lat delts because you're lifting the weights from there to there. And then when you come there, and if you put your finger there right now, you can feel it's contracted there, your traps. So when you get there, but when you're coming up here, you're doing your lat delt, and then gets to your traps. And then another one you can do it is front raises. Again, instead of going laterally, you go front. I cannot do it here, but you go up and down. So again, when you're doing this movement, if you put your fingers there, it gets your chest, upper fibers. And then when it gets up here, you can feel all these muscles. So that works your shoulders. Very good exercise to do it. So 3 exercise: lat raises, front raises, and shoulder press. Okay, those muscles need to be strengthened up. Another exercise I would tell you to do is your upper back. So what you can do, there is an exercise called upright row. You can get a barbell or dumbbells and you lift like that. And down, lift like that. So you're getting all those muscles right there. So you're getting those muscles stronger and stronger. It's important to you think this will take some time, but you have to do these muscles. Another one you can do it is you have to work your middle back as well. So you're gonna work your lats, latissimus dorsis. So it's an exercise called like a bent over rows. So the position is like a deadlift position, and you're holding weights and you pulling elbows close to your sides and you pulling the weights. Again, if you watch this live again, and because of the names I'm saying here, you're not quite sure, you can know, like visualize the exercise. You just Google them, bent over rows. You can get loads of videos on YouTube, and you see the movement. So that works your middle back, which is good. So we have spoken about your shoulders and your upper back, and there is another one you have to do it, which is your chest, because doing those fibers, if you go like 3 types of fibers, upper, middle, and lower, you have to push that back when you're doing chest. So when you're doing the bench, so you have to do the flat bench. The flat bench gets to your middle fibers. Second muscle, triceps. And then you do the incline bench, it gets your upper chest. And then you do, if you have in the gym, you can do the decline, it gets to your lower fibers. So if you don't have if you have at least like 2 of those, that's enough. Yeah. So I'm sure like if you go to your gym, you can find these machines there and the benches. Okay. So next one, we're gonna talk about if you ever had a shoulder operation. Again, this will take you some time to recover because it's an operation, and then you have to be careful. Again, you have to follow those procedures. Be smart. If you in any movements you're doing, if you feel anything, you just stop. Yeah. But once your doctor says you all clear to do exercise, it's got to be light and progressively. That's the idea. Yeah, you need you need to have a good trainer to be attentive to the movements, because if your trainer is not looking at you when you're doing the movement, you could be doing something wrong, and then you could end up having more problems. You don't want that after an out. Okay, so inside of your shoulders you have like we call like rotator cuff muscles. You've got like 4 muscles. They stabilize your shoulders. Yeah, and keep the joint in its best position. So these 4 muscles, they are very important. Usually it's one of those ones they operate on. Yeah, I'm not saying the names here because they are not like just one. I can say supraspinatus. That is not English names, or infraspinatus. Teres, I said I wasn't gonna go to say teres. Teres major is another one. So these muscles, they and another one is subscapularis, if I'm not wrong, Latin names. So these muscles, they very important there. Yeah. So always you have to do exercise to keep strengthening. So one of the exercise is using elastic bands, and you put a towel here. Yeah. So you're gonna do like an external rotation. Supposing that's the door, and if you got the elastic band going through here, yeah, and you're holding here. So what you have to do is you have to do like that movement. You've got a towel here, yeah, and the towel is against your elbow, and then you do that. You do that, and then you know how much you can do it. Yeah, you know better than the trainer because it's your body. And then you have to do opposite like this. So this time the elastic band is there, yeah, and you're pulling like that. So it I do sometimes. You don't need to have you don't need to go for an operation to do it, because this is an important exercise to do it, to keep strengthening those muscles, because one day something could happen there. So this is like a specific, you isolated exercises to go like that. Yeah, it's a very good one. Another one you can do it, I don't know if you can see me, it's like you've got your elbow like 90 degrees. I think you can see. And then again, supposing the band is there, and then you do this movement. Yeah, you see, up and down. Yeah, up and down. And then you do another one. Yeah, so if you're doing like this, you have to do like that. There is another one to do like that. Yeah, so I'd advise you to start with elastic bands, and then when you're feeling a little bit stronger, you can use like the weights up and down. Yeah, just yeah, but that kind of rotation. Yes, not difficult to do. You just can do one. Yeah, can do just one, and then the other. Another you can do also if you lie on one of your side on the floor like that. Yeah, and then you have a towel here. Okay, so you have both legs together and a towel here, and you can hold a little weight and you go like that. Yeah, so I'm just lying on my side. You just go like that. This is a important exercise you have to do it. You see sometimes guys on the gym, they don't have any injuries in the shoulders, but they are doing those exercises because it's good for you to get those full rotated calf muscles stronger and stronger. So yeah, it's use of a towel here, and then you do the movement. Because the thing is, if you're doing without towel, you won't be stable. As you see, when I put my hands there, I feel it's really stable. Without my hand, it's like my elbow could go anywhere. So you have to make sure for every single exercise there is a technique. It's important to know, because if there is no a good technique, you can have a further injury there. So you don't want that. Okay. Again, and then supposing after a while your shoulders are getting better and better, you can do like the front raises, the lateral raises. You try them out, shoulder presses, exercise like to challenge a little bit more the mobility in there. If you feel you the best one to tell the trainer, I can do it, I can do this movement right now. So, and you try them out. Basically, these are the injuries I could think of for this live. And we have spoken about knee operation, hips problems, I can tell about that, posture problems, and shoulders operation. So yeah, I just advise, like, just be careful when you're doing exercises. Make sure you have a good technique, and you get a trainer who can tell you this is the right movement, this is not the right movement. And make sure when you get a trainer, they are not all the time like on the phone. Like you see like loads of trainers, the client is doing something, they are talking to a friend. So this is not a good professional. So make sure you get a good professional. They take a good care of you, and then you take some time, but I'm sure you're gonna be back and lifting heavier and heavier again. Okay. So basically, that's it for tonight. It's Friday, and I'm so happy it's Friday, because tomorrow I can sleep a little bit. I've been waking up half six in the morning. So now I'm going into the habit of doing meditation, 10 minutes just before my black coffee. So I do like kind of like 10 minutes. And I sit on the sofa, cross my legs and close my eyes and go through my body. So feeling better now. So tomorrow I'm not doing, I'm only doing this kind of sort of meditation from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday I sleep and wake up a little bit later, like 7:30 or 8. I'm okay with that. Okay, thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate it. And I will see you next week on Monday. Take care, guys, and have a lovely weekend. See you, Maria, Jose, and Ivan. Take care, boys. Bye.